Welcome to the 26th Annual Junior Rose Festival Parade, which is just now underway. Looking now upon the officials as they pass in review, Mayor Terry Shrunk and his family getting a rousing hand from the crowd. Followed by a precision marching band, Men in Blue, visitors for our Rose Festival festivities. Some of the officials who have made the Junior Rose Festival so popular and so much a success: Ed Casey and his family, President of the Rose Festival Association. The youthful Grand Marshal of the Junior Rose Festival Parade, John Provost, better known as the star of Timmy and Lassie. Timmy lives with his parents in Beverly Hills. Like all boys, he's had many ambitions, discarded several, like test pilot, deep sea diver, rocket engineer, dog trainer, bus driver, railroad switchman, what have you. Sharp precision marching in the Lewis and Clark High School Band from Spokane, Washington. This year's honor band. 233 in the band and the drill team. 7 bus loads, all the way down from Spokane, Washington. There are 8 divisions in the junior parade this year, 10 or 12 in the open division, and many, many more independent entries. Dressed in smart uniforms, braided bright red jackets, dark skirts, white hose and white shoes, white gloves, all in precision, and a wonderful hand from the crowd. The first of the 8 divisions, of course, is the Queen's Float. This is District 7, Gateway Boosters and Chamber of Commerce. Riding atop, Julaine Stites, your junior queen, and the Prime Minister, Ronald Spady. This float turns. Inside is one young man by the name of Benzie Yates, a reject with a rope belt and activates wooden pulleys. First place winner. Looks like we're being invaded by the Indians. This is a group of Cub Scouts with their leader really whooping it up. This will give you some indication of how the Junior Rose Festival all started with 6 neighborhood kids a long time ago, back in 1918, with a display similar to this. Now we have many, many units, decorated bicycles. Here's a beautiful job. One of the several bands in the Junior Rose Parade, the McLaren School for Boys, attired in black and gold uniforms. Really appreciative audience today. A very popular one with the youngsters, president of the Pioneer Club, better known as Foreman Heck Harper, and his horse, Jody. She's a beautiful animal. Heck has her trained down to a T. She responds beautifully. The theme of the Junior Parade is similar to that of the Senior Parade, of course. I wish I were. This one has a Hindu interpretation, Pack 289. All of the units in the Junior Parade are hand-drawn. This is Woodman of the World, with the girls all attired in bright green and black outfits, trim black shoes. This is the Longview Kelso area, Drum and Bugle Corps. District number 2 float, I Wish I Were a Butterfly, with Princess Joy Baki and Prince Scott Broom. Here is an example of some of the enthusiasm you get from all the youngsters who participate. All manner and form of costumes. This one, we wish we were, Kelly says. Look at that. Walking on his hands right down Broadway. Entry from Lynch School. I wish I were a jet pilot, complete with a beautiful red airplane, a pilot in khaki shirt, space helmet. Lynch Park Band. Few politicians coming along behind here. The first family. I thought they were in Florida. There's a bit of comedy relief. I bet that burlap is a little bit warm. Horse has a rose in his mouth, and I wish I were a princess. A couple of cute ones riding too. From Seattle, Washington, the North Queen Shoreline Drill Team. Very smart and precision. Here we are just back from a safari, the big hunter in front, followed by a prehistoric man who's got his pet dinosaur, and Mama's bringing up the rear. Here's an attractive rotating float, the world rotating, sunbeam for a brighter world. Followed by the Rita's Junior Majorette's Clackamas. Thousands of youngsters lining the streets in this 20-block area, all enjoying immensely Junior Rose Parade. There's a lot of individual themes I wish I were, from Cinderella to Snow White and what have you. Right behind is a bouncing young man on the trampoline for the Powboys Club. From the Martin Luther School, the Littlest Angel. And the Littlest Angel, Jean Carl Rock, age 7, second grade at Martin Luther. And the boy with his nose in the book is David Scheidler, project of the children and the Parent Teachers Association. Now here's a man who really takes it easy. End of the day, reclining under a palm tree, which happens to be a split-leaf red maple. Some of the Alpenrose midgets, complete with a midget car and their little Lindy float right behind. Here comes a baby lamb being pushed along by a carrot top in a decorated carriage. Kind of a animal parade with donkeys, colts, gala costume, clowns. And coming up is the U.S. Grant High School Band, dressed in blue and gray. Here's your grand sweepstakes winner, the Hollywood Boosters, District number 1. I wish I were in Candyland, and to prove it, they're throwing out 10,500 Hollywood candy bars. Princess Nora Johnson and Scott Casey, Prime Minister. There's a bit of subtle humor. I wish I were Ben-Hur, with a boy-drawn chariot and a queenly couple riding. We have two themes in prominent display: the space age, which we've seen quite a bit of, and here's an example of it. And the sweet tooth is quite in evident. Candyland, butterflies, animals. And here are lots and lots of the miniature floats. Represent a lot of effort and a lot of fun on the part of the youngsters who enter into this Junior Rose Parade so enthusiastically. You name it, it's here. Bicycles, tricycles, wagons. Speaking of vehicles, Section 7 girls decorated bicycles, multicolored, yellows, greens, blues, any color of the rainbow, and I think some blends of same. Here's percussion personified, the West Valley High School percussion band from Spokane, Washington. Listen to those drums. Up. Glamour girls, flappers, well, we have a wedding in progress, it seems. District number 2. North Area Peninsula, Kiwanis, I Wish I Were a Butterfly, with Princess Joy Baki and Prince Scott Byrne. There are a pair of twins riding this butterfly, Nancy and Marianne White. This is the rickshaw, or what they term a pedicab, also District number 2, with Gary McAdams as a coolie. The Walnut Park Boosters, District number 3, with the Queen of Hearts and Junior Princess Sharon Shackleton and Prince Frederick Miller. Here's another Candyland theme. I wish I were in Candyland. Be a lot of tummy aches. Look at those big suckers. Princess Debbie and Prince Jim on a Cinderella float. On with I Wish I Were theme. The Estacada, great school band. Followed by the Marlin Selwood Boosters float, Honeymoon and Astronauts. With the moon in the background, preceded by a space rocket, and Princess Christine Stewart, from Our Lady of Sorrows, and Prince Michael Patterson from St. Agatha. Honeymoon and Astronauts incidentally placed second place in the sweepstakes winners. This one is 10 foot tall, I Wish I Were. The Foster Powell Boosters, District 5. Princess Lane Worden and Prince Vesti Dolinar. Another Candyland theme, this one from Arleta School. Big suckers all flower bedecked. Now they say a big wheel is one that goes around in circles. Here's a one-wheel unicycle with a couple of attractive young ladies. District 6, the Hawthorne Boosters. I Wish I Were Minnie Mouse. Princess Judy Peters, age 9, and Derek Monroe, age 10. The Southwest Hills Kiwanians, District number 8. I Wish I Were a Butterfly. With the Princess Pamela Herman. And Prince Bill Bone against the background of delphiniums, daisies, and iris in the foreground. Hope they can see around those glasses. From Wilson High School, the Wilson Trojans. 24 precision stepping young ladies dressed in bright red costumes. This is the first year they've been in the parade. Quite a reputation about the city of Portland. High stepping. All in unison. And the crowd loved them. Here you see some more of the individual units, bicycles, flower girls, and the big Stevens disaster car signifying the near end of this, the 26th annual Junior Rose Festival Parade, which has seen thousands and thousands of viewers and nearly that many participants. Your Channel 8 crew today has been your producer Bernie Carey, your cameraman Dick Altoff. We invite you to stay tuned for the Grand Floral Parade, which follows immediately on Channel 8 KGW in Portland.